Okay, today I'm going to be making Mexican street corn, also known as elotes. So I'm going to start off with about 8 cobs. That'll be 2 per family member. And this meal is, and as you can see, I kind of already started here. This meal is my wife's, probably her favorite meal. And she's about to leave for work, so I'm going to make this for her. So like I said, just, you want to take the cob flat down. I should have did this in a bowl, but it'll be okay. And don't get too close to the cob, because then you'll have a bunch of hard pieces. But just get close enough so you get the kernels off. And you just follow that process until, you know, until you're done. So I'm going to do this for the rest of these. And then we'll go on to the next step, which is rinsing the corn and boiling and layering it in the cup. A lot of people do this on the cob, but in my preference, you get more flavor when it's off the cob and in a cup. So I'm going to finish doing these and I'll show you guys the next step. Okay, now we have some water boiling. I'm going to turn it down now. It's been boiling to a rapid boil already. So I'm going to turn it down to a lower boil. While it cools off, I'm going to go rinse the corn. And as you're rinsing the corn, I'm just going to break up the corn. Okay, so now I'm going to add the corn, and I'm going to let this cook, and it really only has to cook for about, I will give it about 15 minutes, because you don't want it to be like chewy, and you don't want it to be hard, but you want it crisp, and so you want it to be able to taste the sweetness of the corn. So I always let mine go for about 15 minutes. I'm going to add like a little bit of butter, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is the type of butter that I use for my elotes. The squeezable butter. This is the best butter to use for Mexican corn. It has a real rich flavor, and it's already melted down. So you're going to use some of this and to boil it with, and you're going to use some when you're layering your cup. So just put a little bit in there. Give that a stir. And just let it boil for, like I said, for about 15 minutes. Then when it's done, I'll show you how to dress it in the cup. Okay, so now the corn is done boiling. It's been boiling for about 15 minutes in butter with medium level water. And so for the toppings, we're gonna have, like I said, this is the best butter, I believe, in my opinion, that you can buy in the store. To my knowledge, if you know anything else, let me know. But the Parquet squeezable butter. I like the Mexican cream. I'm the only person that likes this in my house, but I like the Mexican cream on mine. Mayo. Of course, the hot sauce. So I have both Tapatio, and this is like my favorite one right here. This is like a salsa type of picante type of hot sauce. Has a different flavor, but this is so good. And of course, tahini. Now this is like a chili lime type of seasoning that comes on like pretty much anything Mexican that has a lot of flavor. So you know, you're gonna find it on Mexican candy, micheladas, just all types of stuff. Chamoy. This is the tahini brand. There is another brand that I normally use, but I couldn't find that one, so I bought this one. This was for the first time, and it's pretty good. So they normally typically put this on fruit, but you know, I'm gonna put it on my corn today. So some lime, sour cream. Now I don't really like sour cream in mine, but my wife does, so of course I'm gonna put some in there. And we have our Mexican cheese, Fresco cheese, and cojito cheese. Now this is the cheese that you typically use, but we like both, so we're gonna use both. So now I'm gonna start layering my corn. And I would normally have a red cup, but today I have a bowl, so that's what I'm using. So this is just like an appetizer type of thing, snack. So, I mean, I don't really typically fix a whole lot of this, but it just depends. So there is the first layer. And you can layer however you want to. If I had a cup, I would have probably put the butter and stuff in first. But since it's a very short layer, I'm gonna just put one layer of butter in there, so it's not too much. So I'm gonna start off with butter. Then mayo. Two little squares is cool. This is for my wife, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the sour cream. And then some tahini. Now, normally I think most of the time when we buy this, like when we're out on the West Coast, they give us like one layer of tahini, but we really like it, so I'm gonna put 2 layers. And let me get my cheese ready. Okay. And my second cheese. Okay, so this is how it's looking now. Second layer of corn goes in, and I'm going to repeat the steps. So I will repeat these steps. A little bit more corn. I want to cover it up so you can't see it. And it's going to melt real good. 1 layer of butter. A little bit more mayonnaise. Some more sour cream. Some more tahini. And then I'm going to put more cheese. And then we're going to do a little bit something on the top. I'm making a mess. It's not good if it's not messy. Okay, so the second cheese. And like I said, this is normally the cheese that they use, but this is what we like. And then smooth it out, get it a little even. I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro on the top. And first thing, chamoy. Tapatio. This is so good, y'all. And it's so easy. course, my favorite salsa picante sauce. Yes. Get into that. Let's put a tad bit more tahini because I'm telling y'all we really love this stuff. Not a lot. And for the last part, squeeze a little bit of lime juice. And that is the elotes, Mexican street corn, not on the cob. So, get into it. Yep. Okay, next on the menu is grilled shrimp tostadas. And so what I'm gonna start off with, I have like a half a pound of shrimp here. I'm gonna season them. I'm gonna season them first. I have some paprika, salt, adobo seasoning, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Mrs. Dash extra spicy seasoning. And I have one more seasoning. And I'm gonna use some Szechuan seasoning. And I have my griddle turned up on medium heat. Start with a little bit of salt. Not much. But I just gotta have, I always put a little salt on all of my seafood. Okay. Next is my Mrs. Dash. A little bit of that. Adobo seasoning. And I don't measure anything. I'm gonna get better with that since I'm starting to vlog. But, and I have some other things in the making, so I am gonna start measuring. But like my mom always told me, girl, you season it so you can smell it. So I just do what my mama told me. She said me season it so you can smell it. And I really do that, and not like so it's like loud, but you know, I season it so I can smell it, and it be pretty much balanced how I like it anyway. So got these seasoned. So I'm gonna put these on my griddle. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil down first. They have a nice bright orange color from that Szechuan seasoning. So I'm gonna take these over here and put them on the griddle. Okay, so I have my griddle going. It's pretty hot now. So like I said, I'm gonna put like a tablespoon of olive oil down on my griddle. Just so my shrimp don't stick. And I'm not even gonna cook these alone, cause I'm actually gonna serve these chilled. So I'm gonna cook them first and then chill them for the tostada. So while these are cooking, I'm going to prepare my building station. Just going to add a little bit of parsley. I don't know if I can see how good these are looking, but they look pretty darn good. So yeah, we're about to get into this. Get these hang out. And we'll be back with the next step. Okay, so now I am just dicing and preparing my toppings to build my tostada. So what I've been doing is quartering cherry snack tomatoes. Of course, you could use a whole tomato. Me personally, I am not a fan of tomatoes at all. So if I do eat them, like in salads and on toppings, if I'm making it myself, I'm going to use the small snack size petite tomatoes, these, or these here. Let's see. This right here. Because they're just more sweet and they're not as, they don't have all that liquid in them, so it don't make everything soggy. That's my issue with tomatoes. They kind of like just make all your food soggy. So, you know, I don't really like to cook with them, eat them unless I'm like cooking them. But in this case, I will, and I use these kind. So, this is probably enough for us, just in my life. So, I'm going to cut up now some cilantro and onion. So I have my onion right here. Get my cutting board. Okay, so let's cut this up. Okay, so and in this case, I want them very, very like thin, almost mint. So I'm just gonna like do my onion like this, slice it. I mean, I don't even know the word. I don't even know if this is a such thing as an actual cut. But that's how my mama do my daddy onions for his hot dogs. I got this from my mama. If I have these nails on, I would probably be holding it. But do it like this. And this is my onions for the topping. That should be enough. Those are there. And like I said, a little bit of cilantro. And I'm really just gonna pull some of this off. Try to get close to the leaves as possible. It smells so good. And just kind of rough chop these, you know, just so it's not big leaves sitting on top of your food. Okay. So you got tomato, onion, cilantro. Now, I am going to slice an avocado. Gotta get my better knife for this, the serrated edge. Because for one, I have on nails, and so when I use this knife, I can take off the stickers fast. So, I don't use avocado a lot, only when I'm cooking Mexican food. But the few times I have, this is how I've done it. Just cut it all the way around like that. twist it, that part, and then take the seed out. I'm not going to use that knife for that part. First thing first, so it don't turn brown on me, put a little lime juice over it. And that's going to stop it from turning brown. Drag my knife around. I should be doing this with a butter knife, but it'll be okay. There you go. And that's all out. Slide that out the way. Then I'm just gonna slice this. And lay it over here with the rest of my stuff. A little bit more lime juice just so it don't turn brown. Same thing for the other side. And the whole time while I'm doing this, I got the shrimp in the freezer, refrigerator freezer, cooling off. And just taking my knife around and lifting it up. And if I was doing this with a butter knife, I probably would be slicing the skin, but anyway. I'm being lazy and not walking to the drawer again. Alright, slice this up. Okay. A little bit more lime juice. Okay, there we go. And the only thing else we're gonna need to top this with is concert sauce and tapatio. So I'm gonna clean up my little space and get my shrimp ready, and I'll show y'all how to build the tostada. Okay, so now that we have our toppings for our refreshing shrimp and avocado tostada, our cooled shrimp, and our sauces for the top, and of course the tostada shell. So this is a brand that I'm pretty sure is in everybody's market, but if not, this is the brand that's in my market. It's always Elote. So of course I gotta dig through the ones that are broken, which is only two. There's only two. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is how we're gonna start this, y'all. Got a tostada, right? First thing first, tomato. I'm gonna take like a teaspoon of tomato, maybe 2 teaspoons. This is for my wife. She likes tomatoes, so if this was mine, I would only do that one. But I'm gonna do 2. This is hers. So put 2 tablespoons of tomato. Then we're gonna layer our onions. All right. Okay. Onions, onions, onions. Then we're gonna take our shrimp. These are cooked. They're just chilled. This is supposed to be like a summer refreshing type of. You know what? Actually, because I don't want my shrimp to be wet, I'm gonna put my avocado down first. So yeah, let's put that down first. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a refreshing type of deal. And you know, I'm not even a big I like avocado. I don't like guacamole. I'm not a fan of it at all. So yeah, I got my avocado down, my shrimp. just a little bit more shrimp on there. Okay, so now we've stacked it, loaded it. I probably could have put a little bit more on there. I probably should have actually. But this is what we're working with. Put a little bit of cilantro. And put a little bit more onion. And a little bit more tomato. Now that looks better. And now, our picante salsa. And a little bit of tapatio hot sauce. Now, can't tell me that don't look good, because it's good. I'm gonna top it off with a little lime juice. Shrimp and avocado tostada. Let's try it. There you go, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, taste test. It looks so good. Look at that.
It's fire.
Y'all see that? Shrimp and avocado tostada. Get into it.